Turtle Rock, where human expansion is extremely hard, borderline impossible. But nowadays, the meta has shifted. It's not just the human expanding, it is also the undead who can expand. And Happy here might have a great creep route assembled for himself. On Turtle Rock, if you're left alone, you can creep insanely well. With expansion, you go green into gold mine. If you get creep jacked here, of course, this is the red camp. This can be pretty dangerous. But if you're left alone, that gives you a good position for an expansion and a perfect level 3. Of course, we all know that the Paladin rifle strategy will get very strong later on, but it's off to a slow start. So maybe Starbuck cannot even intervene that early on if Happy tries to expand. We'll see. In most of Happy's games lately, he's been playing Cryptlord expansion against the Paladin rifle build. Oh, but what is this? DK first. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was either going to be Cryptlord Expo or Lich 1 base. But it's a DK Ghoul build. Of course, Happy was expecting Paladin rifles here. On some maps, Paladin rifles is pretty damn weak. Twisted Meadows, for example. Concealed Hill, for example. But on most other maps, it is very playable. And seems to be by far Starbuck's strongest strat at the moment. Starbuck and Fortitude both have been terrorizing the pro scene with their Paladin rifles. A strategy that was nascent in the scene for a long, long time. For years, this strat used to be considered niche and pretty weak. But oh boy, has that changed. Very often, this strat, seems unbeatable. How is Happy going to handle it today? We shall find out. And DK, since it's so weak in the early game, Death Knight, of course, great late game, level 4, level 5, DK amazing, but early game pretty weak. I would expect this is going to be one base play and no expansion. So far, that is what it's looking like. Happy trying to tech up quickly here, has to bring some more lumber, and boom, perfectly the resources right now to begin the tech. Certainly ahead of the human. But Starbuck should be able to follow with tier 2 here before too long. Needs a little bit more lumber and then can get things rolling. Happy scouting with the Acolyte, creeping with the DK. Gonna get a fast level 2 here, picking up a couple of items. And he can creep level 3 indeed over here. He knows the Pally is still busy. He will be left alone. But the Pally can get level 3 also pretty soon if he creeps this camp then next. The shop, not so hard to creep with Rifleman. Good items for the Pally. Nicely tanky now with more strength and armor. Happy spreading the damage. This is pretty cool. All the ghouls took a little bit of damage, and now he's using the Ritual Dagger to heal them up. The DK is running across already. He found the Scourge Bone Chimes, which is kind of nice with mass ghouls, but normally they get focused one by one, and then the lifesteal spread around doesn't help that much. Oh, I think Happy has a wrong read here. He's expecting Starbuck at the shop, but that's not the case. Starbuck is over here at the orange, where he didn't get level 3 yet. Happy right now has lost the scent. He's looking for the opponent, and now finds him again with the Acolyte. Happy, of course, now working with a level lead. Happy could, in theory, just throw like 6 coils on the Paladin and force him to run away. I wonder how this is going to play out. The DK Ghoul build, certainly something we are not used to when seeing this strat. That's a lot of ghouls, by the way. This could be a pretty easy surround for a player like Happy. Starbuck gonna TP away. He knows there's no getting out of this surround. Wants to save all the riflemen. Good start so far for Happy, but of course we know this is the weakest stage of the Paladin rifles. It gets scary when the Paladin gets level 3. There's a Blood Mage. And we get to the bigger rifleman army with more upgrades. So far, no upgrades yet researched, but they will come for sure. DK here looking for some last hit steals, but oh, misses that one. Alright, got that, but now the coil on cooldown. Pally really wants that level 3. And he's gonna get it from this camp, there should be no way of denying it. Coil on cooldown now, surely now, Pally is gonna reach the level 3. Oh, Happy stole the item though. Ring of Regeneration. That can be pretty nice actually. Pally, plus 10 armor by the way, holy hell. And we got the Blood Mage on the way. We got the Lich on the way. Also early upgrades for the ghouls. DK used a couple of coils, so not that much mana left anymore. A lot of Necromancy normally also very good. We have some throwaway units that can tank some damage. Coil forces the Holy Light. But of course the Blood Mage is the one who's supposed to really change the paradigm. Whereas the Undead is going to be running out of mana at some point. For the human it takes a long time. With Siphon Mana you can steal mana and give it to the Paladin. And Holy Light only costs 65 mana. Really, really cheap. And we got a push here by Starbuck. Is this already the full commit? Happy's tier 3 is still pretty far away. One ghoul has gone down. Aggressive Holy Light on the Lich. Okay. There is the Siphon. Over onto the Blood Mage. Oh, that statue is insanely important. That statue is so important for Happy. Cannot allow that to go down. The Lich falls. The coil is too late. One rifleman dies in exchange only. That's all he got. Lich has to be rezzed. And this is a lot of kills for Starbuck. Level 3 Blood Mage. And there we have the push. And that is so many kills. And that is so many kills. And now Happy out of mana. The Blood Mage can still give over more to the Paladin, which he is doing. Oh, this is a bad start for Happy. Losing one unit after the next. Only 1-0 upgrades on the rifleman, but they're just picking Happy apart. Little by little. Lich returns, but that is not the answer, I guess. The Pally rifles absolutely devastating again. Happy's hope that once the Blood Mage is out of mana, once the Pally is out of mana, that's when he can get the kills. But that takes so long. It takes so long. Until the human is out of mana. Starbuck at 50. Doubled the supply of Happy. So much easier for the human to find kills than for the Undead. The Pally rifle strategy, man. It has looked quite insane as of late. And this map, this first map, seems like Happy is off to a bad start. Thank you, Screwin, with the resub. When Happy was playing Cryptlord fast expansion, I think he was doing better, but I think the most important part about playing against Pally rifles is be aggressive early. I think creeping level 3 fast might not be the right call. I think if you strike before the Blood Mage is out, and before the Pally is 3, that is your best bet normally. To get ahead. Far ahead. And Starbuck here, taking out the base one by one. Has are the tech to tier 3, by the way. Gets the Dark Ranger here for some silence. The rifle is even denied. We have a destroyer. Does Happy still stand a chance here? The Lich is almost dead. Oh, the last right click from the Blood Mage finds the kill. Statue taken out as well. Some rifles are falling here, but again, there's going to be more mana being given over from the Blood Mage. Starbuck now on tier 3, can go for a Mountain King. He's adding him in, so he's going to finally have some catch. That's normally the weakness of the Paddy Rifle army. Having no catch and being somewhat slow, but now adding in the MK for Stormbolt is going to be a big help as well. Starbuck throwing his weight around here. Seems like he can do whatever he wants at the moment in this game. Happy needs to power up. His heroes need to be way higher level. He's got strong triple hero, by the way. DK, Lich, Dark Ranger. If he uses them well, if he gets them to high levels, that could still be the power spike waiting for him in the late game. The thing is, Starbuck crippled him so much in the mid game that Happy never really got to that powerful state. And Starbuck now feeling so strong, going for an expansion. I like that as well. He's got a huge lead already. Pressuring again with the Scroll of the Beast. This could backfire a little bit, this scroll here, against Destroyers. Can Happy, the micro monster, still somehow find a way to win this game? Let's see. First statue in a bit of trouble here. Silence on the Pally. No save on the first Rifleman. But Stormbolt, Siphon, and the DK is again getting drained. Staff. Oh, nice. The MK also bringing a staff. Another way to save the units. Siphon one more time. Lich running out of mana. Happy's going to have no spells left to use. And there's so much mana on the human side. And the Pally in the back. Always able to heal. Whether it be rifles or heroes. Such a low cooldown on the Holy Light. And the mana. The real reason why this strat is so good is the mana. The huge mana advantage from Siphon. This is the true difference maker. Happy out of mana himself, but he is looking for some kills every here and there. Got one more Rifleman, but now we have indeed the expansion up. One rifle here is gonna fall. Another one bites the dust. But there's just so many resources now for Starbuck. 50 supply still. He seems to have been at 50 supply for the longest time. Mana potion on the DK, looking for the kill. Gets it on another Rifleman. That's level 2 on the Lich. He could use Dark Ritual now, in theory. Happy has gotten kind of close in supply. He's also almost lost his Black Citadel, though. Doesn't want to give that up. If he loses the Black Citadel, that is no more mana potions. No more potions of any kind. The MK Stormbolt honestly hasn't looked that impressive. He got some ghouls here and there, but he probably would have gotten those ghouls regardless. But if he gets higher level, Stormbolt could also be really good against heroes. And as long as there's no mana for silence, Starbuck doesn't have to be too worried. Holy Light on cooldown right now, going for the kill. But going to be off cooldown very soon. And the ghouls get sniped quickly. Well, I don't cooldown again. There's another opportunity for a kill for Happy. Trying to get it, but there's the staff once more. Stormbolt on the Lich, Siphon as well, minimizing the damage output here and sealing all that mana away, of course. Now mana on the Blood Mage is, on the Paladin, excuse me, is very low, but can be given over. There's an invul on the Blood Mage. Is going to need that in a moment, but I guess not yet. Destroy damage, of course, without mana, not really that high. But they are kind of tanky units. And so far they haven't been getting focused too much. Starbuck with the double racks, just pumping out rifles all the time. Destroyers do end up finding the town hall. Thank you, by the way, Jan or Jan with the resub. Once again, we got the siphon coming through. And the Lich is dry. One destroyer has fallen. Happy has managed to retain a decent supply count, but destroyers are not known to be the best pound-for-pound fighters for 5 supply units. Not without mana. Of course, with mana, they are amazing. Mana given over once again. More Holy Light will be available. Mana potion, right clicks, another rifle goes down. Is Happy perhaps able to find a way here slowly? Another coil is going to be ready in a moment. Happy has to use these coils to try to get the kills. Invo potion, coil, not used in time. Need to use that coil before the siphon. Of course, it's always very narrow with the windows you have here, microing against this Pally Rifle army. Against such mana superiority. Another destroyer goes down, level 2 on the Mountain King. Now we're going to have Bash as well. Staffs being used again and again. Dark Ranger almost going down. Ooh, that coil saves her last second. Starbuck has now built a huge supply lead. 2-2 upgrades on those rifles, and it's just pure rifles. Rifles all day. That might be the motto for this entire grand final. Upper bracket final, I mean. A little bit of ghoul harass here is cute, but that can be dealt with pretty soon. Is this an expansion? No, that's just a tower. Happy getting some kills, but he's losing so much in exchange. All of a sudden, all the destroyers are gone. Where did they all go? Destroyers eliminated, and now Banish can also be used to have more ways to save this army. Banish, Holy Light. MK got level 5 in the end, and that is the first map going to Starbuck. The Pally Rifles does it again. Happy trying to find a different counter. I'm the least impressed with this one, I have to say. I feel like the Cryptid expansion has promise. The Lich 1 base has promise. But DK 1 base, I'm not a big fan. The best I've seen Happy do against Pally Rifles is play 1 base Lich into DK into Firelord. And then, you know, lots of Frenzy Ghouls and Destroyers and Statues and Skellies as well. Rod of Necromancy. And push, push, push. Firelord indeed can be good. Problem is, when the Tinker and the Dreadlord run out of mana, they don't do anything anymore. Whereas the Firelord right clicks are still pretty good. Okay. Map 2. And again, it is Pally Rifles. It seems to be here to stay. Thank you, Nekimore, with the resub. Alright, Starbucky. Can he do this a second map in a row? Can he take the 2-0 lead? Happy is playing the same opening again. DK first. Ghouls. Normally expansion play is the strongest, where you can creep the gold mine right away, get level 2, and then get aggressive. That goes for a map like Hammerfall. That goes for a map like Northern Isles. Here on this map, if you creep this camp, you get 1.9, but not level 2. That makes a big difference. Also, Autumn Leaves, by the way, would be a map like that. So Happy's going to play 1 base here again. I would like to see him be more aggressive early on, though. The Dark Ranger last game didn't look that impressive. She has huge potential. If you get her to level 3 and you get a bunch of skellies from killing rifles, that is the dream. But her silence has a long cooldown, is the biggest problem for her.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Happy is trying to pick up items here early, strengthen his heroes later on. Double Claws is going to be great for the Lich later, of course. Happy playing a very different style today. Very different indeed. Starbuck for the rest of this tournament, he's probably going to be playing a lot of Pally Rifles because the remaining players in this tournament are Undeads and Orcs. Against those, you can play Pally Rifles the best. Happy's again looking for the level 3. Full mana. Cloak of Shadows found here. Cloak could be actually pretty good against Siphon, right? I've not really seen players yet try to utilize that. You could put the Cloak on the hero, the DK in this case. Whenever you get Siphon, just use the Cloak and then disrupt the Siphon. That does work in theory. Biggest problem for Happy was he was crippled early on in the mid-game before even tier 3 became a factor. He lost so many ghouls, statues, he even lost the Lich. Very early on. We saw once Happy got tier 3, once he had the orb and triple hero and all that, it got quite a bit better. Happy out on the map. Again, he's looking for the Pally, but can't find him. Pally's taking small camps, one by one, looking for that level 3. And he's about to have it. And Happy, for once, has the wrong read. Happy wasting quite a bit of time here, isn't he? Slaughterhouse coming away in the back. And Starbuck gonna push into the Undead base once more. This could be a pretty easy Slaughterhouse cancel if he finds it. Might be looking all over the map, but can't find his opponent until now. Oh, there's an opening! In the back of the base. Oh my god, losing Acolytes here would be so bad. Ooh, that Acolyte almost goes down. Whew. Disaster averted narrowly for Happy. Ghouls were creeping the little green camp. Losing an Acolyte here would have been very expensive. Quick reaction by Happy, pulling back the Acolytes. Rifles didn't have range yet. Happy not keeping the cloak, by the way. I wonder if that's not a mistake. Now the Blood Mage is about to be out. Statue might get stuck in here, by the way. Happy should try to chop down the trees. Did he steal the last hit? Oh, he did. He stole the last hit with the rifles. Upgrades starting to be researched. Siphon mana. First time we see it being used here. Level 1 Siphon is not a big deal yet. It's the level 2 Siphon that really gets scary. But it forces the Undead heroes back already. Because the mana is so important for them. Oh, the sentry ward here for Starbuck also wonderful. He knows now where Happy is, and Happy has to scout with the skellies. It's going to be another camp for Starbuck, but Happy at least has the time to go tier 3 this time round. Starbuck calling the militia. He might just go for an expansion now. He is at 50 supply. This is a big power spike for Pally Rifles. Ooh, Happy is close to seeing the militia, but I don't think he actually did see them. He might be checking for them, though, still. Yeah, Starbuck pulls them back. He knows Happy is on the lookout. So, first success in a while for Happy. Able to prevent the expansion, but not able to prevent further creeping. Paladin getting closer to 4. Blood Mage about to get level 2. Happy is starting to fall behind in XP. And Starbuck on the way to tier 3 now. Okay, it's a Dark Ranger again for Happy. With the Silence, Happy could find kills. Silence the Pally, Kolnova the Rifle. Happy could try to play from range and pick off targets one by one. That is the way he oftentimes used to play against Thorzane way back in the day. We got Frenzy. We're getting Destroyer form. Ambitious camp here by Starbuck, trying to go for the Golem. Of course, pulls it out to play it more safe. And Starbuck's tier 3 is still far away. He's taking out that Rock Golem so fast. Bad aura here for him. Scourge Bone Chimes. Happy is trying to bring his forces together. Ooh, that statue. Something Happy doesn't want to lose. Very important part of the army. Now Happy's forces have come together. More statues. Happy's levels not so impressive. 3-1-1 against 3-2 with the Pally about to get level 4. Oh, tense moment in the game. How is Happy going to use his spells? Kolnova on the Paladin, trying to go for the Blood Mage kill, but there's a heal scroll, and the Blood Mage has tanky items. So he does survive this. We'll have to get Holy Lighted after. Oh, the coil! Not quite enough. Holy Light follows up. There's going to be some rifles going down. This spell, though, rifle falls. It's 2 rifles dead, but exchanged for 4 ghouls. Starbuck now level 4 on the Paladin. We got the level 2 aura.
I love Bucky, but I have to cheer for Happy every Paula rifle game. We need him to find a counter.
Thank you, Ding Dong Dong Ding Dong, with the resub. So what's this tier 3 been good for so far? It finally finishes. MK is coming 3rd. Trying to go for the surround here on the Blood Mage, but remember there's an invuln. Silence hits the Paladin. That means another kill can be found on a Rifleman. Silence lasts for a couple of seconds, but Happy can't find another kill. He's got a mana potion. 2 rifles are hurt. The one in the back could be killed. Happy has the right eye for it. Takes out the Rifleman. But the mana is again greatly going in the human's favor. Siphon mana again and again and again. Aggressive Holy Light on the DK to establish some dominance here from Bucky. Lich on level 2. Cannot eat the skellies yet. And Saba can just throw out the spells willy-nilly. He's got so much mana to work with. Thanks to Siphon. And the Holy Light is cheap to begin with. Happy trying to go into A-bombs here. That's something he rarely does. Looks like the crypt is going to be going down. A lot of damage coming from the Rifleman. Now we got the Mountain King. Happy is thinking about going in. If he has an A-bomb that gets to fully connect to the rifles, it can be absolutely tremendous. The Disease Cloud, I mean. Stonebolt on the Lich, but he is not that squishy. At least if there's coils that can be used. MK taking some damage. Coil Nova heavily onto him. Invul Potion is there. Also Banish is there. So many tools to try to save the heroes. Stormbolt on the Death Knight, and so many of the ghouls have disappeared once again. The A-bomb isn't here yet. The Disease Cloud isn't being spread yet. What's Heavy going to be focusing on? Silence now on 2 heroes. Blood Mage and Pally. That's more kills, man. The ghouls just going down so fast. One by one, the ghouls are falling. Rifles finding kill after kill. We finally have an A-bomb. But to really do some serious damage, he has to get into the Rifleman army. And the A-bomb is going to take a lot of damage before ever getting to them. And the Stonebolt Siphon combo, of course, also glorious. And now it's a lot of mana drain. with Blood Mage on level 3. Happy's DK attempts here with Death Knight first have not been working out. 2 A-bombs now. Does that change the equation? Starbuck with a lot of gold. Starbuck hasn't been losing anything in a long time. He's gonna set up the expansion again. Try to secure the late game. Starbuck is ahead by 3 levels. Happy's Lich still no level 2. Alright, Nova gets 1 kill at least. Happy has a bunch of skellies in the fight again. A-bombs are trying to connect. Seems like Starbuck is really afraid of this Disease Cloud especially. And indeed, Disease Cloud can be very effective over time. But I think the A-bombs haven't gotten to the rifles once yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy gonna try to creep the next camp. Ring of Regen found. Is okay, I suppose. And now the human army just fully pushing into the Undead base. Starbuck not afraid anymore. Oh, or perhaps he is a little bit. TP out, but again getting 2 more kills. Starbuck just always picking off these ghouls one by one, again and again. And now the expo's up. And now all Starbuck has to do is hold the expansion here. And this should be the 2nd map win in a row then. Happy wants to creep a bit more. He got level 2 Lich finally. He got level 2 Dark Ranger. He's getting level 4 DK. Okay, this was a bunch of level ups for Happy. Can that be enough? More A-bombs. Silence Coil Nova. Getting 1 kill. Starbuck kiting away. Oh, great staff before the coil. And now again the mana. The mana situation is going to be turning more and more in the human's favor. Invul Potion, though, on the Blood Mage. He was a bit out of position. Happy might be trying to go for the surround here. Blood Mage is surrounded. Invuln is over. Can he be killed? Or will he just be Holy Lighted? Item passed over. It was the potion. Blood Mage also with the Banish, healing himself once more. MK in trouble. Invul Potion once again. And now it's the Dark Ranger who is getting focused next. It's a wild brawl over here, but so far all the heroes are staying alive. And now Happy has no mana left. 0 mana anymore. A-bomb just barely getting away. Lich, low HP. Another Holy Light and a Storm Bolt could be the end here. Disease Cloud now applied to a couple of Riflemen. Expo, though, keeps mining. A Rifleman is even protecting. Invo Potion picked up by Happy. Trying to go for the hero kill, but there's a Staff. Staff saves the Blood Mage. He is now incapacitated a little bit at the main base. Happy has to strike now while the iron is hot. He's got the superior movement speed. The Disease Cloud really hasn't been applied that much yet. At the moment, Happy's not getting siphoned. This is a blessing for him, but it's not going to last much longer. Expo is safe. Rifle is protecting it. Happy looking for the kills, but there's so much mana. There is so much mana on this Paladin. Not just thanks to the Blood Mage, also because of the shop here with clarities and possibly even mana potions. Which has to use the Nova before the mana is gone. But doesn't get it in time. And now the triple human hero is again available. And it seems like Starbuck has once again taken the reins of this game. For a moment there it seemed like Happy had a chance. But look at the rifle numbers. So many of them. And sure, Disease Cloud is great to damage them all a bit. But if the human ever has the time to go back to the shop, one single region scroll gets rid of all that damage. Cannibalize on the A-bombs. I like that a lot. It is a lot of healing that you can use with Cannibalize. 50 gold only for the upgrade. So, huge, huge upside. Happy needs more levels. That's the biggest problem here. If you had Dark Ranger 3, Lich 3, DK 5, then we would be looking at a very different kind of a game. 3-1 upgrades on the Rifleman, by the way. So much damage. So much damage, so tanky, and so much mana. This strat really doesn't have many weaknesses. And a lot of strengths. Ghouls being sent out once more. While Happy is trying to creep up a little bit. Oh, A-bomb. Oh, Happy not paying attention to it. Could have sent that back into the main and saved it there. There's a bunch of skellies here also being raised by the Dark Ranger. This is actually quite helpful. And the peasants are forced off the line, at least for a little bit. Happy at home with some slow, with the shop close by. This might be his best chance to take a good fight. Siphon mana right away from the Blood Mage. Silence on the Pally. Kolnova could find a kill here now, but Happy's holding on to the mana for the time being. Should have gone for the MK maybe. Oh, block, Coil Nova. Oh, and the MK dies! Mistake by Starbuck, out of range for the Holy Light. All of a sudden the Undead army is looking kind of scary. Lots of A-bombs, lots of skellies, and no mining currently. But Militia coming back. Death Knight again, out of mana. Found a Scroll of the Beast, by the way, which might be good. Happy can take out a couple of peasants here. That is more experienced. Lich is about to get level 3. Could take out the tower here in no time. Destroyers will do it. Happy is fighting on. Lich got level 3. That's the big level up. The next big one would be Dark Ranger 3. MK has returned. He was only level 1. Didn't take long. MK again has not looked too impressive so far this game. Just like the last game, pretty much. Scroll of the Beast popped. Okay, here we go. Heavy commitment now. Happy is investing his items. He's using all of his army that he can. Eating the A-bomb as well, but didn't get much mana back from it for the Lich. Coil dodge with the staff. We got double staff now on the human side. And again, so much more mana. So much more mana for Starbuck. He seems to have endless spells, and Happy's running out of them fast. Destroyer micro here, not perfect. Almost all the destroyers are going down pretty quickly. Can the A-bombs do it by themselves? 1-1 upgrades on the abominations. But they're getting sniped one by one, it seems. Now the A-bomb's gonna fall. Happy has no mana potions left. Not a single mana potion left over for Happy. And not really many skellies being raised either. The peasants have been taken out, but the rifle army is still here. The Pally rifles is still here. Almost getting that A-bomb. Cannibalize now is going to be great to heal that A-bomb up again. But Happy's army has vanished. Most of it, at least. Starbuck still holding on to a 10 supply lead. Trying to save the A-bomb. Get it back to the graveyard. Use the Cannibalize.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pally about to get level 5, by the way. Oh, it's a tense game, but Happy lost a lot right there. Not just units, but also those mana potions that are not so easy for him to come by. To be honest, Starbuck is kind of low mana at the moment. He needs clarities pretty badly. Happy with a TP and an invuln. Wants to hunt some peasants once again. Disease Cloud is doing pretty good work right now. Oh, Happy with the opportunity here to find some kills. Coil Nova could take out that rifle also pretty easily. Nova, right clicks, more skellies. That could be more mana for the Lich. Does have Dark Ritual. Happy has one advantage. It's mobility. He is much faster with his Unholy Aura. Gonna get some kills here. Rifleman, super well upgraded. 3-2 upgrades. Quite amazing. And yes, Starbuck's army is not looking in the best shape right now, but he can get to the shop, go for one Regent Scroll and some clarities, and all of a sudden, he's gonna be looking smooth again. But again, Happy using his mobility. Over again to the expansion. Happy banking a bit of gold right now. Surprised not using the coil here, but didn't need it apparently. The Blood Mage, the Pally too far away. Starbuck here not reacting as fast as he could, to be honest, to Happy's hit and run plays. All of a sudden Happy has gotten up to 900 gold. Not spending it at the moment. Happy sharking around. He's looking to punish every bit of weakness that he finds. Oh, but now Starbuck seems to be wise to his tricks. There should be some kills for Starbuck here, at least a statue. Oh, Happy gonna TP out. Wants to minimize all losses. Getting a few more peasant kills here again. This was very well done by Happy. He got a bunch of peasant kills, rifle kills. He bought himself some time. And now the mains are expiring, by the way. Okay, okay, okay. Starbuck moving out. Happy spending his gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Happy would like to creep the red camp here first, but Starbuck is right behind him, nipping at his heels. Happy could just run away, perhaps. Item on the ground, picks it up. Mana Stone. Perfect item to find. Lich getting blocked a bit by the MK, getting siphoned. Where is the Paladin? At the back of the army. No boots here to get him quickly into position. DK getting storm bolted as well. Mountain King, he's kind of vulnerable maybe. If there's a holy light, a silence. Lich in trouble as well. Invo Potion is available. Might be needed pretty soon. Another Destroyer goes down. Now Banish can again be used very well. TP out by Happy after getting a kill with the Coil Nova. The A-bomb is not quite going down. And again, Cannibalize can be used to heal up. Happy going back to no upkeep. And the ghouls again, finding damage against the expansion. Happy is fighting and biting and clawing, doing everything he can to win this map. Rifles show up, and ghouls have to run. Happy could try to punch these rifles now if he runs over there with his army. The DK, by the way, almost level 5. He bought a circlet this late into the game. TP over to the expo. Starbuck is expecting the Undead to show up, and he's right. Is Happy going to go in? Starbuck doesn't have that much mana at the moment on the Blood Mage, but lots on the Paladin. And endless siphon. Again and again. Happy has 200 gold still left. He could set up a Haunted. Oh, he's doing it. Happy is going to place a Haunted, which hasn't been scouted yet, but will be in a moment. Happy wants to creep one more camp, pick up one more item. This could also be some skellies being raised from the camp, but again, Starbuck is right behind him. Right behind the Undead. Item was circlet, I think. I'm not sure. MK got level 3, by the way. I don't know when that happened. That's a big level up for him. Blood Mage here eating a big Coil Nova, but one Holy Light. It just takes 65 mana, and all that damage is shrugged off. Ghouls back at the expo. Happy with the army in one position, with the ghouls in the other, and distracting, trying to, I think, from this expansion. Coil Nova again, Happy running low on mana. Silence on the Pally, so Invo Potion was needed here to keep the Blood Mage safe. Ghouls got one kill, and now they're gonna have to run away, I guess. Oh, Coil Nova a little bit too late. Hold that one there one more time. Stonebolt on the Death Knight. Blood Mage here in a bit of a spicy situation. A-bombs trying to connect with the damage. You can see the A-bombs are pretty burly. Hard for them to get in the right spot. Silence on the Paladin. Heal Scroll being used. Mana on Happy again running low. He's got one Nova, but that's gonna be kind of it. There's a health, the Mana Stone, excuse me, that I kind of forgot about. Banish now being used on the Abominations. Happy has no gold to go for Destroyers. Invo Potion on the Paladin. The Pally all of a sudden is the one who's vulnerable here. Silence. Mana Stone used, but the silence on the Blood Mage. Happy with the Coil. He gets the kill on the Pally right before the potion. Starbuck tried to sell something, but he loses the first hero. Happy playing out of his mind, trying everything to win this game. Siphon mana comes in. Once again, there's way more mana on the Blood Mage. Happy is low on juice. But now, without a Paladin, there's no more healing. There's no Holy Light at the moment. And Starbuck is broke. He's dead broke. And Happy will win it. Holy hell. He wins map 2. Again in a tough spot. But such wonderful movement, utilizing the ghouls so extremely well. That was a masterclass display by Happy to take map 2 and prevent Starbuck from getting the big lead. So Happy. Is it going to be the same again? Normally Happy does vary his strats a bit in longer series. I would be surprised if it's just DK1 base every single time. Okay. I guess I will be surprised. DK, which should mean 1 base, once more. I'm quite surprised that Saul Apeman hasn't shown up yet in the chat. Is Saul Apeman casting this himself? Oh, I think he is, right? Ah, of course he is. A big day for the PRU, the Pally Rifle University. Off we go with DK Ghoul creeping. He can go for a fast level 2 right here. Then he could go for the shop creep after, which has the big benefit of giving you a big item and you can buy the circlet. Happy so far was not interested in being aggressive on level 2. I feel like level 2 aggression makes the most sense with Lich or Cryptlord, especially Cryptlord. Very, very strong on level 2. Taking a bit of damage from the first camp, but he's got the ritual dagger that he's not using yet. Using the acolyte to scout to know that he's safe to creep anything. As long as the human does not show up. Happy did in fact go for the circlet. He found the Ring of Protection, which he doesn't like so much. It's a lot about damage. Oh, Happy loses a ghoul to the creeps. A little bit careless. I guess he was looking at the Skelly, trying to keep the scout up. Where Happy wants the damage items, Starbuck wants the tank items. So him finding the ring is good. Finding the pendant is... Is that good with Siphon? Maybe there's some min-maxing you can do here. Happy shows up now with a level 3 DK, but cannot hope to steal anything here. Oh, can try to kill a peasant though. Alright, got one. There's a bunch of hurt peasants in the main. Those are some free pickoffs. I wonder how painful that's going to be for Starbuck. Losing peasants here during tech certainly would make expanding or teching tier 3 harder. And Starbuck, is it just going to go for the counterattack? There's going to be a bunch of peasant kills. Ooh, Happy with a nice punish against the economy. Arcane Tower is not up yet. Happy a bit worried about getting surrounded here maybe. Arcane Tower is up. He's going to boost. There was 4 peasant kills total. But Starbuck is feeling angry. He's going to push into Happy's base. He knows now the mana on the DK is very, very low. Taking out the shop, that means no mana potions. DK coming with a staff. And it's going to be some ghouls going down for sure. Probably Starbuck's going to have to TP out here. he finds himself in a difficult position, to say the least. Oh, and the Holy Light. Oh, and the Holy Light! Once again, keeping all these rifles safe so well. It's a lot of ghouls dying. DK cannot get another kill. No mana potion here. And that was pretty painful for Happy, wasn't it? Had to upgrade the tower as well. And now the Blood Mage is almost out. Happy has only 2 ghouls left. This is Happy's army right now. 2 ghouls. Sentry Ward tells him exactly where the human is. Oh, and yeah, look at that. Pendant given to the Blood Mage. Mana over to the Pally. Oh, this pendant is actually amazing. This pendant is actually amazing. Happy trying to creep the center consumables. Ooh, 1 of Mana Steal is really good. Really, really good. And all of a sudden, Blood Mage helping the Paladin so that it's back to full mana again.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then using the Siphon on the creeps. Happy has remade some ghouls. Tier 3, soon to be reached. The Ginbo potion could be nice, I guess. Double Pendant of Energy. That also sounds kind of crazy. And we got the push coming. Double Slaughterhouse this time by Happy, trying to go heavy into A-bombs. Tier 3 isn't ready yet, though. Happy needs a Dark Ranger here. Without Dark Ranger, he probably cannot get any kills. But there's nothing at the tavern. Oh, banish Holy Light. Because he's got so much mana. Look how much mana he has. This Pally has endless mana. Not just the pendants, but also the Siphon. One Slaughterhouse is gonna fall. Ooh, and the statue. Happy making a base build mistake. Statue is blocked here. On the upper part of the building, if there's a ziggurat there, you can't move. You're blocked. Dark Ranger's here. Statue left behind by Happy. Silence, Coil Nova looking for kills right now. But still a bunch of rifles here. Happy giving over the orb finally. You can use some skellies here, but those also will be gunned down one by one. Mana now almost gone. DK surrounded. Trying to pass an item. I don't know what it was, but the DK is dead. And that might be it for map 3. Map 2 was a long, drawn-out affair.
A player's forces are under attack.
This map seems to look quite different. Starbuck going for a proxy workshop. Why not? Banish Holy Light. Again and again, the Blood Mage got the level 3, the big level up. Having
A player's forces are under attack.
the pendants right now on him, probably not that efficient. Ideally, you would want to give those over now to the Pally until you give mana back over. We have a wagon. With disease, right? Yeah, with disease. That's something I was wondering about. Oh, but again, there's no room to go for the wagon. Wagon is cornered. Wagon is amazing at spreading disease. That is the only thing it does, but that it does really well. Wagon is going to be gunned down, though. Still so many rifles here. Nova gets a kill. That's again it for the mana for Happy. All mana is gone again. He used the one of mana steal already.
A player's forces are under attack.
So much mana for Starbuck. Just endless spells. Starbuck trying to find a simple finish here. Use the mortar team, take out the base, building by building. Take the lead onto map 3. Okay, now we got some A-bombs. They're supposed to be the counter to riflemen. But you can see how the first A-bomb is losing HP very fast. Oh, should have used the hoylite here to get that kill. Wait, is that cannibalize? Alright, there's no cannibalize. Happy doesn't have a crypt anymore. The cannibalize upgrade has to be researched from the crypt. One A-bomb is also banished. Happy cannot dispel it. Got a kill here. That's level 4 for the DK. That's kind of nice for the aura. Good coil before the siphon eliminated the mana. But Starbuck's doing the right thing. He's building an offensive shop here, and now he can go for potions. He could go for regen scrolls. He can go for so many things here to keep this push going. Happy's trying all that he can, but Starbuck just has all the tools necessary, it seems. 26 supply ahead. This Dark Ranger so far has not worked out too well. We saw last game how good she can be once she gets level 3 or 4. But on low levels, not that helpful. On low levels, a Fire Lord would be better. Oh, the Lich going a bit too far. Finds himself almost surrounded. Actually, he does get out. Starbuck missing a bit of an opportunity. Could have killed the Lich right there. But the blacksmith, the Black Citadel is going down. And that is Starbuck now winning map number 3. So one very close game on map 2. But 2 very, very one-sided games with Starbuck just owning Happy. It's still a bit questionable if this is the best counter build to Pally rifles. I feel like previous builds by Happy have looked better. Both the Lich 1 base early aggression or the Crypt Lord greedy expansion. It seems like a lot of things have to go right first for this build to really work out in the end. When being down in the series, sometimes we see Happy's best plays, his best performance. He's going for an aggressive Ziggurat, which I always used to be a big fan of. When I played my ladder games, I used to do this all the time. Happy rarely does this, but now he will. It can be a bit misleading. When there's an arrow tower in front of your base, you feel like you're very safe and your opponent won't run in. But if there's a level 3 Paladin with a handful of rifles, he knows how strong he is, and he might just run past the Nerop tower and just hunt down the Acolytes in the back. The hope is, I think, for Happy that Starbuck, if he goes aggressive, he's going to be attacking the tower here and not attack the ghouls and the Acolytes in the back. Again going Death Knight. No Lich, no Crypt Lord. Back to DK. And here we got the Paladin coming out. There's 2 ziggurats even in front of the base. Okay, now that's wild. I think I've never seen that before. Is he gonna research both? Is he gonna upgrade both? I mean, in theory, if he can upgrade both these to Spirit Towers, and then with tier 3 have a Black Citadel, that would be very strong defensive setup. Alright. We start with a bit of creeping, of course. As always, Happy is the one who wants to find damage items. Starbuck is the one who wants to find tank items for their heroes. Happy again. Scouting with the Acolyte. He wants to know that he is not getting attacked, that he's safe to creep, whatever. And so he's going for the big camp here. With Ghoul creeping, you can get very ambitious early on with creep routes, especially if you know your opponent is just going to be passive.
A player's forces are under attack.
DK now for the first time getting aggressive with level 2, apparently. Ah, but he can send the ghouls home to the green camp. Get level 3 there, I think. Sells the big invuln, by the way, but keeps the ring. That is a bit surprising. Going for a telly staff.
Forces are under attack.
Again, there's peasants the main that could be killed. That looked good in the early game on map 3, but didn't end up working out that well in the end. DK now on level 3, the ghouls here, crept the camp, Cloak of Shadows. I wonder if he shouldn't try to use the Cloak of Shadows. Like, in theory, it should be so good against Siphon. Happy would love to steal some more creeps here. Wants to get the big one, actually. But that is Pally on level 3. Both heroes now have reached the important level up. Okay, Starbuck, he's got 5 riflemen now out on the map. Level 3 Paladin. And Happy indeed is upgrading 2 towers here. He's gonna have to repair these at some point. We get the tier 3. We get the Lich. Lots of items being sold by Happy. You can see he sold everything. Everything that he found. The circlet, of course, he purchased. Starbuck scouting a bit as well. Okay, what's that gonna be? Happy is scouting with the Acolyte, trying to find the human again. And now he has caught the scent once more. It's going to be out a little bit faster than the Blood Mage. Happy not buying Rod of Necromancy is kind of surprising. Normally you always pick that up.
Player's forces are under attack.
Ghoul upgrades being researched here once again. Ghouls and A-bombs. And rifle upgrades will also be added in more and more over time. Lots of mana on both sides still, but of course, with the Blood Mage, this is going to be tilting heavily in one direction soon. A little bit of an experience lead on Starbuck at the moment. Looks like Happy is trying to keep Starbuck from creeping as much as he can. Oh, aggressive Holy Light. Ooh, the DK staffing away back into the main. Lost a lot of HP here. Is he gonna go for a Zeppelin? Oh, he is, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna drop into the back of the base, where the towers can't reach him. Ooh, did Happy see it? Oh, those towers might just be a wasted investment. Okay, Happy saw it. Happy saw it for sure. Going for Destroyer form here to have air vision. But there's the drop. We don't have Frenzy yet. DK, a little too far away to really get involved here. And the surface area is terrible. The ghouls almost can't attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the Zeppelin also can be used to save some units. Starbuck's getting a bunch of kills here. He's losing nothing so far. Oh my god. Ah! Save the rifle again! And the Siphon mana coming through. Oh my lord. What a devious drop. So many kills. Now Happy must be wondering, what the hell is this? Are you kidding me? Finally a Destroyer. Finally something to take out the Zeppelin. But the damage seems to be done. Another Acolyte goes down. Still no rifles have gone down. Not a single rifle until now, finally. Finally the rifle falls. Starbuck wants to stay in here. He wants to get as many kills as he possibly can. Another Holy Light. And the heal potion. Oh my god. Oh my god. Happy down at 30 supply only. And there's still more mana. There's still more mana. There's still more Holy Light. One rifle finally went down. Another rifle. TP out now. At last. Banished to save the rifleman here. And Starbuck is on the way to tier 3. He lost a bunch of rifles in the end. But he got so many kills. Genius move, to be honest. Genius move with the Zeppelin. Happy wasted money on towers that didn't end up doing anything. And back here, the surface area was terrible. He punished the Ziggurat here as well. If this Ziggurat wasn't here, Happy would have been able to reach those rifles better. Much better. Oh, and Snare on the Destroyer. He could kill him now easily. Trying to steal the last hit, but Happy gets it. Picks up the Endurance Aura. Ooh, and barely saves that Destroyer. Level 1 Lich. And level 3 DK. Despite Happy seeing that Zeppelin drop and having the ghouls in position, did not dissuade the Pally Rifles. The Pally Rifles, man! A new threat level detected from this strategy. Early this year, and the end of last year, really. This is when it really became a thing. When 40 and Starbuck started playing it in the big tournaments, everyone took notice. We're getting Griffins for the first time. Griffins can be absolutely amazing against A-bombs. pushing to the main base. There's 2 towers here. There's a Black Citadel here. Starbuck doesn't care. It is go regardless. Silence on the Pally. Happy can get 1 or 2 kills here. Oh, but there's staff. No losses yet. Oh, Dark Ranger. Ouch. Gonna take some damage here. And that was again 3 Acolytes killed and a Ghoul killed so quickly with the damage of the rifles. 2-1 upgrades. And now Griffins. Wait, where are the Griffins? I guess Starbuck didn't want to go into upkeep yet. Griffins and rifles don't share the same attack type, so their upgrades are a little bit inefficient. But they share the same armor type. Silence on the Blood Mage, but not on the Pally, so Holy Light is still always available. Happy's hoping that mass A-bombs are going to work for him. They worked on map 2. But the counter is already coming. The counter is already coming. Smart play by Starbuck. He knows what he has to pay attention to here. A great tactical maneuver with that Zeppelin. And then making all the right adjustments. Alright, Happy. Can he find some genius move to win this game, like he did map 2? It seems like it does take some genius today. He could try to punish the peasants. I'm not sure if the main base is walled off or not, actually. Trying to get some experience here, trying to pick up some items. Good silence there in the back. Happy got, I think, Talisman of Evasion, which is definitely not the item that he was hoping for. Starbuck is still hiding the Griffins for the time being. Getting up to 63 supply. Starbuck doesn't have much gold income, but the thing is you can still build a big army off of one base if you never lose anything. Starbuck has lost some rifles in the early game, but really not that many compared to what he got in exchange. Did he get an item here? Was the item gone already? I'm confused. I'm not sure. Okay, second crypt. One slaughterhouse being sold. Happy trying to go into gargoyles now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lots of A-bombs indeed. 5 of them on the field. Starbuck trying to expand. Maybe? Doesn't really have the gold for it though. Doesn't have the gold at all. Big level up here for the Lich. Level 3. For the improved Nova. There's almost no creeps left on the map. We got the little spider crab still over here. And I guess a little bit over here at the lab. Oh, there was enough resources for the expansion in the end. Starbuck was able to scrounge it together. Happy gonna be scouting that in a moment. Happy was able to punish the expansion on map 2. Get peasant kills. Find pick-off targets one by one. This time Happy has to deal not just with rifles though, but also with griffins. Not gonna be an easy affair. for Happy. Does take out the tower, but the town hall is finishing. Starbuck's levels are looking amazing. 4-3-3, really good. For Happy, it's not much worse, to be honest. 4-3-2. And Happy knows he doesn't have much time. He's waiting for some more Gargs. Maybe pick up a mana potion. I would like to see some Rod of Necromancy as well. Morphing some destroyers also. One of Illusion could be used. That can be a very useful item indeed. There's the mana pot. Here are the Gargs. This should be go time. One of Illusion and Ghouls. Everything is being brought to the big fight. 2-2 upgrade on the rifles. 1-2 upgrade on the griffins. Full mana everywhere. That's kind of good news for the undead. Normally it's the human fighting with way superior mana. Okay. Heal scrolls being picked up as well. Starbuck has 2 of them. And invulns. Happy thinking about how he wants to take this engagement. Nova on the griffins. The Garg's trying to get the connection. Now the rivals are trying to take out the gargoyles if they can. Silence. And dispel on something. Not sure what that was. Oh, one rifle goes down. Happy finding some kills in the back. Ghouls being sent over to the expo. Here the peasants could be in trouble. Fake Amos in the front. Tanking some damage. Now we got the Siphon. Lots of mana now being drained away from the undead. No silence against it at the moment. DK is losing a lot of mana here. Griffin's losing some HP. Heal scroll comes in though. And a lot of health has been restored. And all of a sudden, the anti-air for Happy is looking minimal. Gargoyles are almost all gone. And the Griffin damage is going in heavily against the A-bombs. The 200% damage against the heavy armor is hurting a lot. And the Gargs are all dead. And the Lich is gone as well. Stormbolt, Holy Light. The Pally's out of mana now, but of course, not for long, with the Siphon coming right after, if he had had the time. Happy bows out one more time, calls for the GG, and we have the 3-1 score. The big lead for Starbuck. The Pally rifles seem to be the answer to bring Happy to his knees today. Okay, Happy finally switching builds. Oh, and Starbuck. He reads... No, never mind. I was about to say Starbuck is playing standard Archmage Expo, but he's not. I saw the early altar. I thought he was gonna... But no, this is Pally Rifles again. But yeah, Happy playing a different build. He's going back to old school Tet Fiends. Which should mean DK, Lich... Fiends, and maybe Banshees. And this is going to mean early game harass. He's going to push towards the human right away. Try to steal last hits with coil. Try to make the Pally's life difficult right out the gate. A different kind of an opening that not too many undeads play these days. So I don't know if Starbuck has much experience against this. This is the way also that Happy used to play against Thorzane back in the day, when they had their epic matches, also involving Pally rifles. It was a very different time, very different meta back then. No scouting so far for Starbuck. With the DK showing up, he should know what's going on. And now it's a bit of a Mexican standoff. With the DK right here, Starbuck doesn't really want to creep this camp, at least not until he's got some more riflemen, which makes it easier. Razor with the resub, thank you. And it is going to be Fiends. At long last, a return to Fiends. I wonder if Starbuck was anticipating that possibility. Riflemen, by the way, do more damage than Fiends. If they just get to attack all the time. But the big advantage is their attack windup is way shorter. So stutter stepping and microing is way, way better with rifles than Fiends. And of course they're a bit cheaper as well. Thank you, Marco Whale, with the resub. So Happy's harassed, did slow down. The Paddy's creeping, but also Happy in the meantime. He didn't creep anything up until now. What's he doing with the Skelly? What?
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy's looking for his opponent. He's looking in almost every corner. But he is not going to be able to stop Pally level 2. Gets the level up here. And still 0 experience on the DK. Absolutely nothing. Ensnare on the Rifleman, but that doesn't really matter. We got plenty of Holy Light. Happy going for a Naga second. This is also something that 1-0 has been doing a bit. Naga tier 2 pressure. But 0 experience. Absolutely none. Oh, Starbuck actually going to TP away. Worried about losing a rifle. But the rifle is saved with that TP. And now the Blood Mage second is joining. And we're going to get long rifles. Huge upgrade, of course, for the 200 range for the Rifleman. Happy on the way to tier 3.
Forces are under attack.
Blood Mage gonna make things a lot easier for the human, along with the long rifles. Happy not having aura is also pretty painful. It's still 0 experience, by the way. Happy hasn't gotten any little shred of XP. Quite the weird game. Rifle count way higher than the Fiends now. We got 7 rifles on the field already. Way higher damage output here in the human army. Happy, of course, taking to tier 3, investing into that. Wants to add a Lich then in a moment, I guess. And more Fiends and more statues. Old school Undead play. If Happy gets a Fiend ensnared here, he loses that Fiend. He is aware. At 7 minutes 20, Happy starts the first creep camp, but Starbuck is right there.
Player's forces are under
Happy has to back away. Still 0 experience. Oh lord, what is this game? This game is not looking good for Happy. Catches the peasant here at least. Preventing the shop build. The peasant was the first bit of experience. First little bit of experience. Starbuck is 3 levels ahead on the heroes. Outrageous. Oh, and snare on the statue. Uh-oh. Happy has to save the statue. He must save this statue. Ooh, the statue. Oh my lord. Acolyte's coming out for the repair. The rifle! The rifle! Wants to kill the statue. Ooh, almost got it. Happy has still no level 2. Still no aura. No kills yet this game. And there's an expansion coming up by Starbuck very early on. And that makes lots of sense. Happy is still very weak for quite a while. If Happy gets triple level 3, then we got a different situation going on here, but that's not the case. Bunch of items being sold. Starbuck here going for heal scroll, invuln. Happy desperately trying to get level 2 at least. He's finally gonna get it. At last. One of the win though on the DK. That means no coil at the moment. First statue almost taken out right away. Coil, a bit of a waste. Didn't need that to kill the rifle. And the coil again missing. It seems like this is easy cleanup now for Starbuck, isn't it? Again, he's got way more mana. He's got way more heal. He's got more damage as well. Couple of third rifles over here. Happy's army though, not the quickest. He doesn't have frenzy ghouls this time. Another statue goes down. And I think this is Starbuck moving into the upper bracket. Through the upper bracket, excuse me. Into the grand final. Happy now, moments away from being forced into the lower bracket. Push into the main base. Starbuck wants to close out the game. That little narrow tower might not stop him. The Paladin and the rifles seem to be victorious today, as they have been a lot recently. Finally, all the mana spent. Starbuck with the perfect timing for the retreat. As the shop already coming up at the expansion. And so much gold to work with. So many riflemen. Happy doesn't want to give up yet. If you can creep and level these heroes more, maybe there's a way. He's got triple hero advantage, after all. Human heroes, though, now both on level 3. That is quite strong indeed. Paladin getting closer to 4. Got a bunch of potions as well. Happy needs a Catgus Pipe. And he gets it! Okay. Catgus Pipe of Insight. The Warcraft gods want to give Happy a chance. Starbuck with a push into the main. This seems a bit over-ambitious. This is the best position where Happy could fight, isn't it? One statue is going to go down. Oh, it's going to be both statues sniped right away, however. Holy Light again coming into play. One of the wind is used. No dispel against it. Also no dispel against Banish. Banish is helping out quite a bit here as well. And it's being used a lot. Happy no level 3 yet. Is this where the series ends? One map win might be all that Happy gets today. Has to go back to the drawing board for tomorrow. Of course, there will be a lower bracket still for him. Naga goes down. And that seems to be the end. Khadgar's pipe not coming in quick enough. Not saving him here in time. With the Lich surrounded, that hero should be falling. With a Banish Holy Light to close out the day for Starbuck. He gets the win. Beats Happy with 4-1. The most one-sided win ever by Starbuck. Playing the strategy to perfection. The dreaded Pally Rifles. Takes down Happy today.